Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths of your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. Okay. Why is that doll on the bed bloody? Everything's bloody, but why? The teddy bear's crying blood? Okay. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. Well, dang, my description's wrong. This is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is a human brain at work unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs answered. I had to make sure my cursor was visible. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated fairly? Yes. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? No. So the reason for that is if I'm thinking of like that picture, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. That picture where there's people trying to watch a game, like a baseball game. I'm gonna pull it up. Just trying to open just the image so that there's no actual post around it. I'll have a display capture. Give me a minute. Okay. This image. This is what I'm thinking of when I'm answering this question. When I say no, not everyone should be treated equally, I would prefer equity at a bare minimum or justice, removing the barrier entirely. So that's what I'm thinking of, since it chose me. It told me to choose my own scenario. So this is the image I'm thinking of. So, no. That was my long way of answering that question. Have you ever invented anything? No. Do you believe that you are worthy of someone's time investment? I don't believe it. People have told me that yes, I am. I don't believe it. No. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? Fairly open-minded. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Sometimes. I think everyone in some situations have trust issues, yeah. Would you be alright with living alone forever? No, not really. I don't do well, physically, so I wouldn't be able to manage living alone, so no. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? No. I mean, sometimes you just have to assume malicious intent. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? Absolutely I do. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? No. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Yeah, if I knew who it was, yeah. If I didn't know, I would pocket it. I'm gonna be completely honest, I would. But if I knew who it went to, yes. Yeah. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Not really. Are you afraid of spiders? Horribly afraid of spiders. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? I'm gonna be unharmed, why not? I wanna know what it's like. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Yes. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? Absolutely not. I am awkward as hell. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? No. This is all very interesting. Did you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? No. Does that make you uncomfortable? No. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? Evidently not. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Yes. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yeah. I'd say so. I can't tell if, like, these are your eyes. I'm gonna assume that these are your eyes and then this is just a hat. When I first did this, I assumed that this was the face, but I'm just now seeing eyes. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? Not really. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? No. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? I mean, I don't really think that they're strange. I mean, I kind of knew what kind of test this was when I started, so no. Would you consider yourself captivated? Like with the test? No. Very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Absolutely not. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? No. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? No. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? Are you going to tell me? Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? Not really, no. I don't really care. I'm gonna play it through anyway. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Relatively, yeah. Do most humans annoy you? Yeah. Yeah. Do you prefer animals to people? Yes. Do you believe in magic? That's a tough question for me to answer. I wish there was an I don't know. I'm gonna say yes, but not like in the sense of like wizards, if that makes sense. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? I do not believe in God, but I'm sure that there's something out there. Do you fear death? No. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? No. Did you answer that last question with 100% honesty? Yes. Are you alone? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's someone watching you, would you believe me? Well, I am live on Twitch and YouTube, so yeah. Have you wondered who I am? I mean, you were a video game developer who made a question and answer game. It's a point and click test. No. Have you had shivers at any point during this session? I mean, yeah, but not because of the test. I'm cold. Do you feel like you're being watched? I mean, can you stop asking that? Because I'm home alone. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube. I can literally see my viewer count right now. I'm gonna go with yeah. Have you considered quitting this session early? No. Do you drink water every day? Yes. Do you eat at least once per day? Every day? Yes. Unless I'm really sick. Do you realize that there's a high probability that you've missed a plethora of hidden messages thus far? Yes, you keep mentioning them, and no, I'm not looking for them. Are you wondering what they are? Yeah. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? Nah. I mean, if I look them up, I'm fine. Like, I don't care. Is your favorite number 7? No, it's 13. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Yeah. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? I disagree. They're both fruits. You can compare them because they are in the same category. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? No. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? No. There are some things that, in my opinion, are completely unforgivable. So, no. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? As a disabled individual, no. No, I do not. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? Ooh, no. 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 Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? Alright, so this is a tough question. Like, no. I mean, no. I may adore Subnautica. I love the game, but that's just it. It's a game. I'm not going to actually die by playing Subnautica. Underwater adventures are terrifying. Like, what are you gonna run into down there? Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase, I love you? I wasn't paying attention. Do you wish to be loved? Yeah? Who doesn't? Have you ever felt hated? Yes. Do you have any addictions? Addictions. I don't think so. No? Do you dislike the color pink? I don't hate it. It's not my favorite, but I don't dislike it. Does the color gray seem depressing? My mind immediately went to like painting a room gray, and like not like a light gray, like a neutral light gray, but like a dark gray. So I'm gonna go with yes. My nose is so itchy and I don't know why. I'm gonna go with yes, because that's what jumped into my head, but I don't think the color gray in general is. No. Do you enjoy loud music? No. I rarely listen to music. Do you like to dance? No. It hurts. Would you consider yourself normal? No. No. Do you love your parents? Anyway. Have you been lied to? Have you ever been lied to? Yeah, who hasn't? Do you get angry often? I have a bad temper. Yes. Do you hold grudges? Sometimes. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done, but still did it anyway? Who hasn't? Have you ever lied? Yes. Have you cheated on a test? Yes, once. It was a spelling test in the 7th grade. You won't cheat this test. I'm not trying to. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? I mean, not necessarily, but in general, yeah. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Yes. Who hasn't wanted to be a cat or a dog just sleeping for however many hours a day and someone else taking care of them? Do you believe you have psychic powers? No. No. Have you ever seen a ghost? Okay, so I'm not sure if it is a ghost or not, but there was this one time when I was a child. So, again, child. That I swore up and down that there was a man hanging in our hallway. And I distinctly remember asking my mother, Mommy, why is there a man hanging in our hallway? It wasn't until many, many years later that I learned that a man had hanged himself in our home. So it may have been a ghost, but there was only like one instance of it. Oh, another instance that I think might have been a ghost. But my brother swears it was just me. We shared a room when we were growing up, and I was asleep, and my brother was also asleep, and he woke me up asking me why I just punched him. I didn't touch him. So, I don't know. I don't know if they're real. I don't know if it happened. Like, it could just be mixed up childhood memories. It could just be, you know, someone told me a story and that's what I remembered. And now I'm confused on if that was actually something that happened or if it was a story. You know, I don't know. I'm going with yes. Do you dream often? No, not to my knowledge. Do you have nightmares often? I wouldn't say often, but when I do dream, it typically is a nightmare, yeah. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? Yes. Do you suffer from depression? Yes. Do you exercise often and stay active? No, I'm in constant pain. Is there a particular type of food that you despise? There's a lot of foods that I won't eat. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Yes. Have you ever felt betrayed? Absolutely. Who hasn't? Do you ever feel lost in life? All the time. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? Absolutely not. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? Honestly, yeah. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? I'm gonna say yes, but I can't tell you why. Have you ever been bullied? Yes. Have you ever bullied someone else? Yeah. I do not consider myself to be a good person. So I try to be a good person, but I do not consider myself a good person. Yes, I have bullied someone else. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? No. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? Yeah. Who doesn't? Do you find space fascinating? No. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? No. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? No. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Yes. Have you ever fantasized about being a supervillain or performing a heinous, egregious crime? What kind of crimes are we talking? I'm gonna choose yeah. Do you believe in perfection? No. Not true perfection. I may consider myself a little bit of a perfectionist, but I don't believe in true perfection. Have you ever stolen from someone? Not intentionally, but yeah. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? If I had to, I would. And that could be like to save my life, to save, you know, my loved ones' lives. I'm so sorry. My nose is so itchy. I think it's because I have the camera on. My body's just like, you need to do weird things. If you ever had... I'm sorry. I'm gonna start that again. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? No. I don't think I would. Because what is that going to do? It's not like it's going to change the fact that it's just one day. I'm not going to like... Why stress people out like that? I think it would be better for it to be a little unexpected than to be like, hey, today's your last chance to ever hang out with me. Like... Nah, I would just go quietly into the night. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? That would involve having dark secrets. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? You are a video game. Do you know who I am? I mean, not really technically, no. Well, I know who you are. Only because I'm telling you. If I appeared right behind you... If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? What kind of question is that? Probably. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? Yes, but you're not behind me, so... Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Kinda? Yeah, kinda. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? Not really. I don't think so. Have you ever been in a physical fight? No. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? Yes. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Yes, I do. Because I will fall if I don't. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? I'm bisexual, but I'm also gender fluid, so... Would you ever shave your head? Not if I can help it. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? Not really. Like, there are some, but not really. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? No, I was gonna say yes, but not really. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yes. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Absolutely not. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? You know, I would be lying if I said no here. Like, if I knew with 100% certainty that I would never get caught, yeah, I would. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? I have had those kind of dreams, yes. I used to play Dead by Daylight, and when I was really playing it like all the time, I used to have dreams where I was a survivor in Dead by Daylight. So do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? No, I've never had that kind of dream. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? No. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Yeah. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes. Do you like being the center of attention? I know this seems like a weird answer when I'm streaming, but no, I don't. Do you feel like something is always watching you? No. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? No. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Are we talking like disassociating or like a true out-of-body experience, like seeing your own body? Because if it's the latter, no. If it's the former, yes. I'm gonna say no because I think they're talking about the latter. Have you ever punched a nun? Never punched anyone. So no. Do you like dogs better than cats? Why did they ask me if I've ever punched a nun? I don't like dogs better than cats. I like them the same. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? I used to, but I can't focus enough anymore. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you've ever punched a nun? Yeah, I want to know. Do you get starstruck easily? No. No. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Absolutely. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? No. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like really, just bam, right in the face. Nun punch. No. Yeah. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even aloud? Yes. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? No, I don't want to punch a nun. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? No. I don't think so. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Yeah. Do you masturbate frequently? We're not going to talk about it. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? Not really. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? Yeah. Is your mouth dry? No, but I could use some water. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? Fuck no. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? Not really. Are you poor with money management? Yes, I didn't used to be, but I am now. Choose one of the numbers that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. 13. It's my favorite number. Choose one of these colors you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Purple. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Sick? I don't feel well. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. None of these, really. I guess celestial? Choose one of these words that you feel resonate with you most in this very moment. Okay, is this gonna be all of them now? I guess luck. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? Yes, even if I'm bad at them, I do. No, I do not speak more than one language fluently. No. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? I've been to Canada, which, even though a certain orange somebody is trying to make that part of our country, it is not part of our country. Do you enjoy coffee? Yes. Do you believe in demons? Demons? No. Do you believe in angels? No. Are you afraid of sharks? No, because I don't go in the ocean. Do you prefer baths over showers? No. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? Yes. Did you see a shadow move in your room a few moments ago? No. That's fortunate. Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? Yes. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? Yes, it's called having ADHD. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? I have, yeah, once. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? No. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? No. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? No. Do you have any pets? I don't currently. My brother does. I'm going to answer yes because there is a pet in the house. Is your favorite color green? No. Are you attracted to a family member? No. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yes. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? No. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? I have wondered it, yeah. Do you like fishing? No. Do you like hunting? No. Do you like camping? A lot of these used to be yes. No. Okay, not a lot of them. Half of them used to be yes. But I can't do it anymore, so. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Not really. That's what I'm here for. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? We don't need to talk about it. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Yeah. You always keep your promises. I try to, but I have failed before, so I'm going to say no. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? I mean, if their only lies are, you know, unharmful, then yes. Like, if they're just, like, lying because it's a surprise party and they don't want you to know about the surprise party, that's one thing. But, like, if it's a big lie, no. I'm gonna say no. I'm thinking big lies. Are you an only child? No. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? Yes. Do you like tattoos? Yes. Do you enjoy being high in any form? Not really. Do you believe you have a soul? Did you cry this week? This week? No. Are you upset with someone right now? No? Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? I'm gonna have to go with yes. And I'm not gonna specify who. You understand how this works yet? I'm answering yes or no to questions and you're gonna give me a result. I guess no. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them and the combination you answer them in, okay? It's about many different variables you'd never guess. You understand, I guess. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Kinda, yeah. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? No. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Kinda, yeah. Are you afraid of dying alone? No. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? No. Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack? Not always. Do you feel like I know you yet? I mean, yeah. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? I thought I heard something earlier in my earbud that was kind of different than the music that's been playing, but like outside of the earbuds, no. I'm gonna say yeah, but I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Don't judge me. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. If anyone has been put in a box in this lifetime, it's you. And that just isn't a feasible thing to do with someone such as yourself. I think you know that too. You don't belong in a box. You belong on a pedestal because you are magnificent, whether you understand it, realize it, or even accept it. I don't believe that. You might not like to think of yourself in that way for the fear of sounding or even feeling arrogant, but let's be real here. People look at you and your first thought is negative. You get uncomfortable. They're not looking at you for the reasons you think. They're admiring you. They're even somewhat intimidated. Bullshit. You give off such a powerful aura about you that people straight up don't know how to handle your presence. They can even appear a bit standoffish at times, but that's not because they don't want to know you. They just don't know how to act around you. You're not like other people. You're not like other people. You think it's a problem with you, but it isn't. It's a power to be admired, though it's often misunderstood. Unfortunately, it's often misunderstood even by you. You need to understand that no matter what you do, not everyone is going to comprehend who you are and what you're capable of, both good and bad. You will, however, find someone who you can open up to completely, because they will be that special key to unlock the gate you keep so guarded. You need to do your best to open up, though. Make yourself a bit more accessible. Give people an opportunity to get to know you. They'd absolutely love what they see and hear. You need to build some confidence or simply fake it. They won't know the difference, trust me. One thing you do need to be careful of, however, is trusting what people say and taking it to heart when it's negative. People who don't like you for whatever reason don't dislike you because there's something wrong with you. They dislike you because there's something wrong with them. No one who truly got to know you could ever dislike someone so astonishingly in depth as you. Do they give the same whole spiel to everyone? This feels like something that they just give to everyone. One thing you need to realize is that you might not be as good as some people say you are, but you're definitely not as bad as people say you are either. It's important to live a healthy medium. If you don't understand yet, one day, very soon, you will. Your secret word is justice. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Do I need it for the next test? Take the secret word that was assigned you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be part of history. This is a chance for you to be part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comment and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave and will always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. Okay, this is about more of the test, and we're going to be playing the next one, which I believe is Hypothesis Rising. Bear with me one moment while I look that up. Yes, Hypothesis Rising. If you'd like to support us further or try our other games, you can find a link to all our other titles on the title screen of this game under the section Our Other Games. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you. Hi! Did they give that to everyone? Like, that really felt like that's just the answer that they give everyone. I could be wrong, but felt like. Alright, where is hypothesis rising? That's next. Oh, that's loud. Why is that so loud? I know you guys can't hear it yet, so just patience. Now I gotta change my category on Twitch. Alright. Let's get right into it. Well, this font's kind of annoying to read. Before experiencing the test Hypothesis Rising, it's highly recommended that you've played its prequel, The Test, first before venturing into this experience. We just did. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you played The Test first, and this examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where the last examination left off. I would like to urge you to go and play The Test now before venturing forward, and follow the instructions listed throughout the game, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the test in the order they were meant to be taken in. Would you like to close this game now so you can have an opportunity to play the test first? We've played the test. Wonderful news, we can continue. Oh, you've selected a different art style. Oh, hello. Hi, Fate. Hello and welcome to my office. It's truly a pleasure to see you here today. Oh, I'm covering up Fate. Hold on. Boom, I'm over here now. Hello and welcome to my office. It's truly a pleasure to see you here today. Please excuse the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up yet. It's bloody. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time with blibber blabber, blibber blabber, and nonsensical speak, so I'll just get straight to the point. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves life's tough questions. I can read. There's one question in particular I'd like for you to ask yourself. Is that too long? I think it's okay. Are you happy? When I say happy, I don't mean content. Being content is great, but it's not the same as being happy. I want to help you. I want to inspire you to be the best that you can be. I want to inspire you to be the happiest version of yourself. I want to see you grow, inside and out. Now, how do we accomplish this, you might be asking? Good question. Allow me to explain. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you are going to answer them with 100% entire honesty. Okay? And when I say 100% entire honesty, I mean 100% entire honesty. Think about it. Do you want to be happy? Oh, sorry. You do want to be happy, don't you? I swear I can read. You wouldn't want to do something so bold as to tempt fate by lying, would you? Your eyes are so blue. Just remember, if you lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. The only person who will suffer from this is you. And believe me, you will suffer. Okay, that's aggressive. Not to mention the fact that whether you tell the truth or not, I'll know. You're a video game. You don't know me. That's another story. Let's be moving on, shall we? We've wasted enough time explaining what we're going to be doing. Just remember, we all want to be good people. We all want to give the answers we feel lend the most desirable human traits within ourselves. Wait. I think I read that right. But sometimes good people do bad things, and sometimes we don't always have desirable traits as humans. I cannot express enough just how important it is to be truly honest while answering these questions, no matter how uncomfortable the truth may make you. Now it's time to get into the real meat of this experience. It's time for you to get the advice that you deserve. As you read questions and scenarios during this process, I want you to create your own circumstances and build your own bridges to arrive at the answer that best suits your own psyche. So just like the test. If you have never experienced a scenario being asked of you, then simply imagine that you have and try to assume how you might feel in that situation. I'd like to invite you to pour a glass of water, sit back, and relax as we unfold your fate and the secret to overcoming the next hurdle in your life. We're going to start with some basic, easy questions. Why'd you have to change the music? If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about many different variables. Many different factors are at play here, including the amount of time taken to answer the proposed questions. With that being said, it's far more important to actually take your time and to think about how honest of an answer you're giving before you give it. Whatever you do, do not rush the process. Time is your best friend here. That might be too loud. Time is your best friend here. You'll see what I mean soon enough. And here we go. I'm going to turn this down just a little. The music's a bit aggressive. Do you feel uncomfortable right now? Kinda, yeah. Are you nervous? Not really. Do you feel cold? Yes. It's cold in my room. You feel sad? Not currently. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting, even though they didn't deserve it? Yeah. Do you crave acceptance by others? Yeah. Have you ever lost a loved one? Yes, I have. I've lost a few. Do you know what heartbreak feels like? I'd say so. Do you believe in demons? I still do not. No. Do you believe in curses? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be spiritual? No. Are you afraid of dying alone? I've already forgotten how I answered this last time on the other test. Not really, no. If there was undeniable proof that a ghost was haunting you, would you continue to live in your home? I don't have anywhere else to go. Have you ever seen an object mysteriously move without being touched? Yes. Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural forces into your life without you knowing it? No, you're a video game. Would you like to make more friends? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? No, that's something I need to work on. I am really bad at communicating with people and like reaching out to them. I know communication is a two-way street, but like I don't take the initiative enough to reach out to other people. Do you feel lonely? Yes. Did that just say talk? What did that say? Talk to me? Do you make friends easily? Yeah. I don't keep them well, though. Do you tend to avoid drama where possible? I try to. Have you ever had a near-death experience? Not that I can remember, but yes, I have. I don't remember it. I was 2 or 3. Do you like horror movies? Yes. This is all very interesting. Have you played the test? Yes, I just did. That's the spirit. Have you played the horoscope? No, and I don't think I installed those either. Hold on. We're gonna check. So if we have, we might be playing that too. It's installed. We can play it later. Give it a whack. I'm totally not biased or anything. Do you watch porn? Shameful, yes. Would you consider yourself to be a hard worker? Yeah, but I can't really work. Do you have a low opinion of yourself? Yes, I do. Would you consider yourself to be a confident person? No. No. Would you help an old lady cross the street even if you were running late for an appointment? I would, but then we'd risk getting hurt because I'm not very stable. Would you kill all of your neighbor's pets just to save one of your own? Like, if they're attacking my pet? That's hard. Like, if they were attacking my pets, yes. Have you ever tried to smother yourself with a pillow to see if you could actually suffocate yourself? Listen, I know I'm choosing to take this test, but you don't need to be so rude. Have you ever been caught dancing when you thought no one was watching? Yes. I don't do it anymore. Like, I don't dance on my own anymore, but I used to back in New York. Have you ever tried to roll your eyes back so far just to see if they'd really get stuck? No. Have you ever played a practical joke that you regret pulling on someone? I don't do practical jokes. Are you streaming live right now? Yes. Well, hello there, audience. Are you recording this gameplay session right now? I'm not technically recording it, but it's live on YouTube, so it is being recorded, so I'm gonna go with yes. If I told you that I was watching you play this game right now, would you believe me? Absolutely not. No. If you left a comment for me at any point, I've read your words. Does this bother you? I haven't left a comment, but it wouldn't bother me if I had. If you left a comment for me, does it make you feel positive that I paid attention to what you've taken the time to write? It would, yeah. You understand that no matter what, I appreciate you. I don't understand that, but thank you. I really do. Are you afraid of snakes? Yes. Do you believe in magic? You asked me this in the test. I'm gonna say yes, but I'm not thinking of like wizards. Have you cried in the last month? Yeah, a lot. Do you have a hero? No. Do you typically learn from your mistakes? I try to. Do you enjoy outdoor activities? Not anymore. Do you consider yourself to be lazy? No, I'm just disabled. Do you sometimes find it difficult to stay motivated? Yes. Do you put the needs of others before yourself? I have such a hard time saying no. Would your family and friends describe you as kind? I would like to think that they would, yeah. Have you ever cheated in a relationship? No. Have you ever been cheated on in a relationship? I can't say for certain, but I kind of suspect yes. Would you consider yourself to be judgmental? Yes, I kind of would, yeah. I see. Are you a hero to someone else? No. Do you love animals? Yes. Have you ever found a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them with a super like just to make shit real awkward? I don't use Tinder. Yeah, me neither. Do you enjoy drinking alcohol? Yes. Are you intoxicated right now? No. Well, that makes one of us. Do you like the phrase sneaky snake? Yeah, it's a good one. Are these questions a bit strange to you? Yeah. Do you have a vivid imagination? I'd like to think so. Do you feel uncomfortable in large social settings? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be antisocial? Because I know the actual, like, psychological definition of the term, no. Do you hold a grudge for long periods of time? Yes. Have you ever urinated in public? I don't believe so. Do you like No. I do not like pineapple, period. So it especially does not belong on pizza. Would you consider yourself to be selfish? I don't think so, but maybe. I don't know. My nose is so itchy, it's driving me nuts. Do you think you've got a big ego? No. Would you consider yourself kinky? Why? What is with the kinky questions? Have you ever masturbated into a fishbowl? No? Well, then you can't be that kinky. Listen here, you little shit. Would you consider yourself to be religious? Absolutely not. Would you consider yourself to be temperamental? Yeah. If you had to kill someone to save your own life, but you knew they didn't deserve it, would you do it? Like, they're not hurt. Are we thinking like Saw Trap? Like, they die so you can live? Or, I can't think of a scenario where this would be the case, but if they didn't deserve it, like if they're not actively trying to kill me, no. Interesting. Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? Like, I don't know, how do you mean? Like, I'm gonna go with yes. I'd like to think that I would. Even more interesting. Have you ever been inside of a burning building? No. Have you ever been to a funeral? Yes. If you could attend your own funeral before you died, would you take the opportunity to do so? Yeah? I'd be interested to hear what people had to say. If you could see into the future, but you were told that it would only reveal the absolute worst of what's in store for you, would you still look? No. If you had the power to stop time, would you use it to do something you know you shouldn't? Honestly, yes. Yes, I would. If you had the power to remove one person from Earth, never to return again, would you use it? I live in the United States in 2025. If I told you that I understand you better than you understand yourself, would you believe it? Probably. I don't understand myself very well at all. Someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react in violence? Off of a threat? Like, I'm thinking verbal threat? No. If a stranger stole money from you to support their drug addiction, would you forgive them if they apologized to you? Okay, so addiction does not inherently make somebody bad, period. End of story. However, I am broke. I have nothing. So if someone stole money, like what little money I have, I don't think I could forgive them, because that likely means that we're not eating for a while. Like, if you're putting my loved ones' lives at risk so that you can have drugs, I don't think so. If a family member said something nasty about you behind your back, would you confront them about it directly? No, I don't do confrontation. If you had to eat raw squirrel brains for 3 days to stay alive, would you do it? No. That's far too much effort for me. If you woke up tomorrow and none of your family remembered who you were, would you choose to leave and start a new life? I don't have anywhere else to go. No. If a homeless man was clearly sick, freezing, and utterly miserable in the rain, would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? Yeah. Because I can't imagine I'd be far from home. I don't travel. But also, like, I have more clothes. If someone accidentally hit you in their car but you suffered no injuries whatsoever, would you still be upset with them? No. Have you looked for any hidden meaning or messages within these questions? No. Maybe you should have been. Stop that! Are you wondering if there's a deeper meaning to all of this other than simply answering question after question? Not really. Miracles happen every day. Do you agree? No. Umbrellas aren't worth lugging around and you don't mind getting rained on. Do you agree? No. I don't like getting rain on me. I don't like being wet. Red is a prettier color than pink. Do you agree? Yes. Red is my favorite color. Which, again, US 2025, it hurts to admit that, but... You ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the wind? No. What does that even mean? Eating in front of people can be awkward. Do you agree? Yes. Rings used as ceremonial wedding gifts are so outdated. Do you agree? Yes. Did you realize that the first letter of the last 6 questions, when combined, spell out the word murder? I have not been paying attention. Do you know why that is? No. Does that make you slightly uncomfortable? No. I kind of got the vibe from playing the test. Are you going to start paying closer attention to what you may have gotten yourself into? Absolutely not. No, I am not. Do you realize it's too late to turn back now? It's not too late. I could quite literally just close the game. I'm here? That's rude. Do you hear someone in your room? No, because there's no one here. Do you see the shadows closing in? No, because there's no one here. Do you feel like you're being watched? Again, I can see my viewer count. Yes. Did you look around your room a moment ago? I'm literally on camera doing that. Yes. Do you like long walks on the beach? No. I do like the beach, though. Do you enjoy giving gifts to people? Yeah. Have you ever felt like giving up on life? Very often and very recently. Do you love your family more than you love yourself? Depends on which family, but I'm gonna go with yes. Do you have a best friend who's clearly better than the rest of your friends? Yes, but you'll never get me to say who. Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? Absolutely not. Do you believe that you're human? Yes, unfortunately. If you could turn invisible but you could never be visible ever again, once you decided to use your power for the first time, would you ever use it? Yeah, I feel like I would. If you knew someone was about to rob a convenience store but you knew that they were doing it to feed their family, would you stop them? No. I didn't see shit. Neither did you. If you were stranded on a remote island with a stranger and you were both starving to death, but you found a secret stash of food that they didn't know about, would you share it with them? I'd like to think that I would. If you could turn into an eagle for 1 year, but you wouldn't be able to turn back into a person until that 1 year had passed, would you do it? No. If you had the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams by fighting a grizzly bear to the death using nothing but a machete and an army helmet, would you do it? I'd give it a shot. If you had to pick one basic food item to eat exclusively for an entire year, would you choose potatoes? Potatoes are good. And even if I can only have potato, there's still a lot of different ways that it can be prepared. Like, even if I can't add, like, say, bacon, I can still have, like, baked potatoes, french fries, mashed potato. Like, there's a lot of different ways I could make my potato. Yeah, I'd choose it. It's versatile. If pizza screamed in agony every time you bit into a piece, would you still continue to eat pizza? That would be really annoying. No. If your best friend got bit in the genitals by a highly venomous snake and the only way to save their life was to suck the venom out of their genitals, would you do it to save them? The fuck is this question? The fuck is this question? With consent, sure. Was that question difficult to answer? Kinda, yeah. Do you feel mortal? Yeah. Do you enjoy loud music? No. Do you feel awkward when you dance in front of others? Yes, I am awkward. Do you suffer from an anxiety disorder? Yes. Do you ever feel depressed? All the time. You are not alone. Do you feel relaxed? No. Do you think you have a guardian angel watching over you? No. Do you ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? Yeah. I'm going to take special note of that one. Do you always look both ways before crossing the road? Yes. Do you wash your hands every day? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable using public restrooms? Yes. Is winter your favorite season? No, I hate winter. Do you know anyone named Josh? Yes. Are you wondering why that last question is relevant? Kinda, yeah. Are you allergic? Okay. Are you allergic to any animals? I don't think so. Have you ever thought about an animal in a sexual way? No. Have you ever been in love? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be artistic? No. Would you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? No. We don't need to talk about that. Do you feel that you've got too much time on your hands? Yes. Can you be easily intimidated by others? Absolutely. Are you easily excitable? I don't think so. Do you enjoy solving complex problems? Yes. Do you have a difficult time relaxing? Also yes. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? Yeah. With everything I've got going on medically, yes. Do you trust easily? Too easily, probably. Would you consider yourself to be an honest person? To a fault, yeah. Have you ever told a lie? Yes, I've told lies before. Have you ever lied to your best friend? I think I have, but it wasn't like major. I certainly lied when it came to her surprise party, but I'm sure there was something else I probably lied about. Have you ever lied to family? Yeah. Have you lied about any answers during this session? I don't think so. Are you wondering why all these questions have to do with lying? I kind of am, yeah. This is all very useful information. Are you a people pleaser? To a fault. Do you enjoy being the center of attention? No. Do you feel like you've got a good sense of humor? I don't think so. My girlfriend says that I'm funny. I don't think I'm funny, but you frighten easily, yes. Don't do that. I don't like this. I was waiting for a jump scare. I still feel like it's gonna come, but now... Well, that was odd. I wonder what that was about. Don't jump scare me. That's probably a pretty good place for us to stop the simple segment of our questionnaire and move on to the more gritty questions. I'm running out of voice. This next set of questions will not be yes or no answers. The next portion of our session will be filled with various scenarios that put you smack dab in the middle of vital choice making. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve deep into each scenario. Remember, the key to all of this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. You're home alone, it's dark, and it's storming outside. All of a sudden, there's a knock on your bedroom door. Someone's in your house. What do you do? Grab the closest item that can be used as a weapon, ignore the knocking and hoping it goes away. Ask who is it and wait. Boldly open the door to reveal what's on the other side. I'm gonna prepare myself. I have a weapon, so yeah. Very interesting choice. You meet a homeless woman on the street. She asks you for money. You find it within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches asking if you can spare some change. What do you do? Tell the man you've got no change left to offer. Tell the homeless woman to share it with the man. Tell the homeless man to ask the woman for some of her change. Tell the homeless man that you'll get some more from somewhere. Probably the last one. I wouldn't want to take it away from her because I just gave it to her. It's not mine anymore. I'm not going to tell her to share. That's up to her. Really now. Both your mother and your father fall incredibly ill to a life-threatening disease, and there's only enough medicine and facilities to save one of your parents, and time is of the essence. What do you do? Give medical treatment to my father so he lives. Give medical treatment to my mother so she lives. Split the medication between the two, even though both may die. I'd save medical treatment for myself in case I get sick. My mother. That doesn't surprise me. You find a case of money tucked away inside a dumpster. Inside there's 10 solid gold bars and a vial of mysterious liquid. Under the vial there's a note that says, "The cure for cancer." What do you do? Turn the case into a professional entity so they can utilize it. Keep the gold bars but give away the cure to cancer. Keep the cure for cancer but give away the gold bars. Keep everything in the case for yourself to sell or use. I'd probably keep the gold but give the cure to cancer. What a wasted opportunity. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't judge. You're stuck alone inside your house and you're starving to death. You've completely run out of food and no one's coming to save you for weeks. The only potential source of food around you is your family's pets. What do you do? Kill and eat my pets so I can survive. Continue to starve along with my pets. Attempt to cut meat from my pets, then treat their wounds? Let my pets eat me so they can survive until help arrives. My pets can have me. That's fine. Why am I not surprised? Your neighbor's home is on fire. A blazing inferno among smoke emits from the windows. You hear screams for help coming from within, but you can't see past the flames. No one else is around in sight. What do you do? Call the fire department and keep my distance from the home. Start shouting for help and searching for someone nearby. Run into the home and try to rescue anyone you can. Walk away. There's nothing you can do. Why is there not a call the fire department and try to rescue anyone you can option? I guess I'm gonna go with the first one. I wish there was a call the fire department and rescue anyone you can, but I like that. You're fast asleep in your bed when you're awoken by what sounds like a woman's muffled cries from somewhere in your room. You quickly realize it's coming from under your bed. What do you do? Immediately look under the bed, hide under your covers and wait patiently. Verbally call out and ask who's in your room. Jump out of bed and run out of the room immediately. I feel like getting out of bed is like whatever entities under there would want. A man in a fancy suit approaches you while you're walking down the street. He pulls a watch from his pocket and hands it to you. He claims that when the watch stops ticking, it marks the moment your time runs out on this earth. What do you do? Take the watch and thank him for the gift. Decline the offer for the watch and keep walking. Tell him that he needs professional help and to keep his distance. Tell him you already got 3 of them as a toy in your Happy Meal. I'm gonna decline the offer and keep walking. Would you now? You're sitting at home playing a game on your PC when all of a sudden someone grips and squeezes your shoulder firmly from behind. What do? Immediately jump up and turn around. Scream and stay still in terror. Spin around with a vicious elbow to whoever's behind you. Tell them to squeeze harder. You could use a nice massage. Probably the elbow, because that's just how I am. You're sitting in a bathtub trying to relax when a hand emerges from the water. What do? What in the Freddy Krueger? What? Jump out of the bath and run as fast as you can. Kick the hand to try to keep it away from you. Give it a firm handshake, maybe even a solid fist bump. Push it underwater and hope that you get some free hand action. Running away. Clever. You get out of bed and immediately fall down into a deep, dark hole. A man is standing above you looking down, telling you to put lotion on your skin while he watches. What do? Tell him you've got very sensitive skin and allergies. Scream for help. Start slathering yourself in lotion. Tell him you've got very sensitive skin and allergies. Ask if he'll come down and help apply the lotion. I'd probably scream. I feel like that's a smart choice. You're sitting at home alone and all of a sudden your door slams shut. You see it before your very eyes and you know no one's home and it couldn't have been a gust of wind. What do? Stay perfectly still and watch the door. Look for a weapon around the room immediately. Jump up and try to climb out the window. Run over to the door and open it. Probably looking for a weapon. I like that. You're creepy. Someone you've known for many years but have no attraction to tells you that they've had a massive crush on you for a long time. What do? Ask them out on a date. Who knows what might happen. Tell them you're flattered but just not interested. Tell them you feel dating might ruin your friendship. Ask if they want to be friends with benefits. Flattered but not interested. Sorry. So you're one of those types. So tell them how it is? Yeah. Your dog starts randomly barking into the darkest corner of your living room. There doesn't appear to be anything there, but your dog insists on escalating to growls. What do? Try to calm your dog down by petting them. Stand and stare at the corner to see if anything moves. Walk up to the corner, extend your hand to feel for anything. Walk out of the room and ignore it entirely. I'm gonna watch for movement. I'll also be petting the dog, but I'm taking note of that. You see a massive spider in your room the size of your hand. What do? Scream. Grab something bigger to smash it. Well, I guess we're moving out now. Burn the entire house down. It's the only way to be safe. Try to capture it alive for science. Burn the house down. Your closest family member tells you that they're a serial killer. What do? Tell them you don't want to know any more details. Turn them into the authorities. Ask them for information you can help stay out of trouble. Try to convince them that they need help. I don't want to know anything else. I know nothing. I see. If you found out that you only had one day left to live, what do? Tell everyone that I love them and to be happy, not sad. Do something insane and crazy. Anything goes. Not tell anyone at all, just to act as if nothing's changed. Spend my time on my own away from others. Not tell anyone at all. Alright then. If one of your pets started speaking to you and told you that they've got a dire warning, that they were going to die if you didn't let them eat all the ice cream in the freezer, what would you do? Go lay down. I'm obviously way too high for this. Give them all the ice cream they can handle. Don't give them ice cream. You're not going to fall for that one. Assure them you'll protect them and they won't die. They can have the ice cream. Oh, lovely. If all of a sudden you could start hearing other people's thoughts and the person next to you was thinking about mugging you and stealing your money, what would you do? Take preemptive action and beat them up first. Tell them you don't think mugging you is a good idea. Get away from them as quickly as possible. Ignore it. You don't know that you aren't just hallucinating. I'm probably getting away. That sounds reasonable. Your best friend comes to you and tells you that they just accidentally killed someone and they don't want to go to prison. What do? Do you wanna hide a body? Help them hide the body, report them to the authorities, tell them that they're on their own, but you won't rat them out. Try to convince them to turn themselves in. If you try to hide it, it's gonna be worse. I'd try to tell them to convince, like, turn themselves in. Aww. You're driving in your car and you accidentally run someone over. You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from their body suggests that it's probably just wishful thinking. What do? Call your best friend and tell them that you don't want to go to prison. Turn yourself into the authorities. Drive away and hope nobody saw what you did. Try to hide the body yourself. I'm calling someone. Why did you just say I'm watching you? Interesting how that played out. I think it's time we move on to the next portion of our test. Following questions that shall be asked of you are would you rather style questions. I hate would you rather. Imagine you've got a gun to your head and you absolutely must choose an answer, no matter how uncomfortable that may be. Let's get started, shall we? Would you rather be loved by all or feared by all? Loved? Would you rather never get angry or never get jealous? I'd like to never get angry. Would you rather be held in high regard by your parents or by your friends? My friends. Would you rather live in space or under the sea? Space. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them? See, if I didn't have a connective tissue disorder, this would be an easy question. I would like to give my organs to people who need them, but they're not going to be useful to science. Nope, I said to science. Thank you. Would you rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do or get away with something horrible you did but always live in fear of being caught? That's tough. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go with live in fear of getting caught. Would you rather work at a horrible job that you hate but retire comfortably in 10 years from now, or would you rather have your dream job but have to work until the day you die? I have my dream job forever. Would you rather every shirt you ever wear be somewhat itchy or only be able to use one-ply toilet paper? I can deal with one-ply toilet paper, but I cannot deal with an itchy shirt. Would you rather have skin that changes colors depending on your mood or tattoos appear on your body that depict what you did yesterday? Tattoos? Would you rather shit every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you see a dog? There is a dog in the house. I can't do that. I guess orgasm shits. Ew. If your partner switched bodies with one of your parents and the only way to get them to switch back was to have sex with one of them, would you rather have sex with your partner in your parents' body or have sex with your parent in your partner's body? Oh, thank God they're not gonna make me answer the question. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? That one. Just answer the question. I don't wanna. Stop. They are gonna make me answer it. Oh, that's gross. I can't. I guess sex with my parent and my partner's body. No bearing on your results. I was just curious. Fuck you. I think we've answered enough of these types of questions, as I'm sure you'd agree. Fuck you. We're going to end the test with a short series of final questions giving simple answers. We'll get started now. Out of the following options, which number do you like the most? Oh, you took away 13. 3. Out of the following options, which color resonates with you best at this exact moment? Black. Out of the following options, which creature are you least comfortable around? Spiders. Out of the following options, which flavor is your favorite? Mint. Out of the following options, which do you personally value the most? Freedom. Out of the following options, which could you most live without? Family. Out of the following options, which statement is the most accurate? I am brave, I am caring, I am smart, or I am attractive. I'm caring. Out of the following options, which are you most afraid of? Living forever, losing my loved ones, dying alone, dying immediately after this test is finished, living forever. We're almost finished, but I've got one final question for you. Have you ever punched a You brought it back. No, I still have punched a nut. You really ought to try it sometime. It can really take the edge off. Alright, we're done here. I'm through with you. I'm just going to calculate your results very carefully. I don't want to miss anything important. Trying my absolute hardest not to judge you right now. Trying to keep this as professional as possible. Aha! Here we go. Based on what you've told me, I've come to the conclusion this is what I personally believe would be in your best interests to acknowledge, set in motion, and accomplish in order to climb the ladder to happiness in your life. First and foremost, I'd like to start with a blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted far more than anything else in life. Something that has such an incredible, unique, and irreplaceable value compared to any other things on this earth. And that, my friends, is the value of time. Time is the most valuable form of currency you will ever hold in life. You can spend time on anyone doing anything for any reason. Now, time can be spent, time can be wasted, and time can be taken away. But time can never be refunded, time can never be earned back, and more time can never be gained. Imagine a bank account with all the money you'll ever get to spend in life. Now imagine not knowing how much money is in your account. Imagine going to the store one day to purchase something you really need and the cashier tells you, "I'm sorry, but you cannot afford that." As a matter of fact, you can never afford anything ever again. We only have so much time and we have no idea just how much or how little we truly have before our account runs dry. And the fact that we get to decide and choose what we spend our time on just shows you how truly special it is when someone spends their time with you or on you. So now that we understand the incredible value of time, I'd like to make a suggestion for you personally on how I think you'd be best spending your time in order to achieve what you need most at this current stage in your life. Let's see here. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if you know this or not, but you are incredibly talented. No, I am not. And when I say talented, I don't mean in just a simple, generic way. I mean you have a lot to offer the world with your ability. Now I think you know deep down what sort of talents you possess, but I don't think you're doing enough to make the world a better place by utilizing these talents to their maximum potential. And I think that you know that as well. My advice to you would be to spend more time with others, whether it's with your friends, your family, or even random strangers, and use what you're good at to teach them a little of what you know. I'm not good at anything. If you just take more time to help other people who aren't nearly as special as you are, let's be honest, not everyone is created equally, you just got the luck of the draw here, then you'll feel a lot more fulfilled doing great things for deserving people by just being you. You have no idea how many people out there would have so much to gain just from knowing you and you're experiencing what you have to offer. And one day they will return the favor when you least expect it. They will remember that you spent the time on them and how you made them feel, and you'll be heavily rewarded for your emotional investment in them. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is talented. Remember this word, this will come in handy. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting... Yeah, okay. Same thing that they said at the end of the test. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will make sense very soon. Trust me on that. One more thing. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment left for us. We love the conspiracy theories behind the greater meaning of all this. And in the third and final installment of the test series, all will finally be revealed. Not a single person has been able to figure out what the entire experiment is all about yet. We look forward to reading your thoughts and feelings as it helps shape what we do, as we work on future projects to bring the most emotion out of you. From the bottom of our hearts, truly, thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, where did I get truly? From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do, thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. If you wish to support us further, we would love it if you checked out our other titles in the other game section of the title screen. After playing the test Final Revelation, the third game in the test trilogy, we also have the testing chamber, which is connected to the test trilogy in a very special and unique way. I think I have that as well. In the meantime, the Advisor is another interesting experience that we'd like to recommend, as it has a great emphasis on player-developer interaction, where you, the player, gets to vote on how the story will be written in future episodes. Okay. Thank you so much for supporting us in our journey. Okay. I think I have the testing chamber as well. I'm gonna try to play as many or all of these as I can tonight. I don't know if you can hear, I'm already kind of losing my voice a little bit. So, we'll see how far we can get. We're gonna at least play the next one. Oh, I can fast forward that. We've made a list of names of those who have supported our projects along the way, and we will be continuing to extend this list in future titles. Would you like to see them now? Warning, the list is quite long. No, thank you. Okay. Let me look. Oh, I do have the testing chamber, but I didn't install it. Alright, I am going to launch the test Final Revelation. I'm going to get it all set up. And then I'm going to take a BRB to go and... Sorry, that's loud. I'm going to take a BRB to go... I wanted that at 60. And... make some tea. So, I'll be right back. I know it looks like I'm like angling myself for my mic, but I'm really not. It's just how I naturally lean. Alright, new game. Before experiencing the test Final Revelation, it is highly recommended that you've played its prequels, the test and the test Hypothesis Rising, before venturing into this experience. I have. Sound coming through? You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you've played the first two titles. Yes, I have. Thank you. I have. Thank you. I've taken them. Well then, let us continue. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty and that you take your time to answer the questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back to answer questions you misanswered, so be sure to take your time. This is of utmost importance. The music change is so jarring. When the sun comes crashing down and heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there is no light of day. Again. I will come back for you so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will continue to be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there. Your embrace so long I've missed. My soul, my love, I bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven as you've rescued me from my hell. Well, that's lovely. Oh, come on. Where am I supposed to put my camera? Back here again? No matter what happens, I will always love you. Where? 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 Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you. I guess I'll just be in the middle. We are going to find a way out of here. So we have fate and choice. Choice is who we had in the first one. Fate has been the last one and now this one. The testing room. Who are you? I'm trying not to clink too hard. My spoon in my tea. Destiny. Well, hello there, Destiny. Sorry, I'm removing my spoon from my teacup. It's not a teacup, it's a mug, but it is currently my teacup. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see, closely, I've been watching you. It's the same room, just different style. Study every breath and every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met, and a slew of questions you've answered without regret. We're gonna rhyme the whole time. I may be similar, but unlike them still. Can I move? I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. Oh, we are gonna rhyme the whole time. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wing or devil's hand. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. I didn't realize the captions were still blue. We made it this far and they're dark blue, but make them white again. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery wrought. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back, you may not return. That's hot. Once a decision is made, into your soul 'tis burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Yeah, all the time. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? So I mentioned earlier that I have a really tough time reaching out, but I feel like my friends and I reach out to each other at about the same rate, but like I'm basically the therapy friend a lot of the time. So I'm gonna say yes. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? It is. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? Yeah. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? No. Any tasks I do, I put on myself, so. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Yeah. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way you deserve to be treated? Yes. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? Yeah. I would rather go first. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? No. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? That's a tough question. I'm gonna say no. People tell me all the time that they want me around and everything, but I don't really feel it, you know? It's one thing to hear people say it, it's another to feel it. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Yeah, all the time. Do you ever feel like a burden? All the time. Have you ever felt left out? All the time. Have you ever felt like a failure? I am a failure. Have you ever felt like you weren't attractive enough? Yes. Have you ever worked yourself sick? Literally working at Aldi, I did that, yes. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to get to sleep? Yeah, all the time. Are you afraid to ask for help? Yeah. Do you feel like people often criticize you? Yes. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? Yeah. It's not an uncommon thought for me. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? Yes. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? I don't feel like it would make any difference, so no. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Not many. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Yes. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? Yes, it does. So our curtains are always drawn, and if I could, I would put a cover over our mirror because I don't like windows and I don't like mirrors. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked even though you're certain that you've already locked them? Yes. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? Sometimes. Do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? Also sometimes, yep. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? If I leave the room, yes. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? I try to be. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? No, I don't think so. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? Yes, but then I tell myself that I shouldn't do that. So, like, you really shouldn't, like, let people be people. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? Yes. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? Yes. Have you ever been to a bully to someone you care about? Yeah. Like, that's something to constantly work on. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? Absolutely, I do. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? Yes. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? Yeah. Does making phone calls make you uncomfortable? Yes. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definitive plans for the future? Kind of, yeah. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? All the time. Do you ever feel that you're failing those who care about you most? Yeah. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? Yes, it does. That's why I don't drive. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? Yes, I am. Have you ever carried an object around that with you that made you feel more comfortable? Yes. If I told you that I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? Nope. Because you can't. Well, based on the answers you provided for me so far, if I were to take a guess, I would say your name starts with the letter M, doesn't it? No, it does not. That makes sense. Let's be real here. There's literally no way I'd be able to guess your name just by your answers. That would be ridiculous. Besides, all of you humans look alike to me anyhow. Okay. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yes, it does. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? Yeah, pretty often. You ever feel like you push your loved ones away? Yes, also pretty often. I'm going to have to stop you here. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art and let me into that precious heart. For starters, what emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Anger, depression, joy, chaos, relaxation, or numbness. Well, it's not really chaos. I'm gonna go with numbness. What word do you feel describes this picture best? I don't know. Trapped, manic, broken, soulful, chaotic, or beautiful? Geometric. Yes, beautiful. What do you think this picture is called? Chaotic crystals, the portal, soul abduction, a mind of misery, or celestial stare? Celestial stare? Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? This screams depression to me. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Stuck, abyss, toxic, demented, life, or exotic? Stuck. What do you think this picture is called? Corruption wave, the birthing, blazing soul, destroyer of sense, darkness within. Darkness within. I see. Next we have this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Joy? What word do you feel describes this picture best? Glorious twin, mirrored, space, planets, galactic. Mirrored. What do you think this picture is called? The Vault, Datacron, ICU, Reflection of the Universe, or Shadow Worlds? Reflection of the Universe. Noted. Take a look at this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Gateway, staircase, heavenly, unknown, vast, or open. It's a gateway. What do you think this picture is called? The light at the end of the tunnel, the porthole, dimension door, stairway to heaven, or the rabbit hole? Dimension door. That's peculiar. Don't be rude. How about this one? What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Chaos. Feels like a storm. Anger. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Eye, ring, abyssal, darkness, lightning, or blazing? Abyssal. What do you think this picture is called? Nest of darkness, the abyssal gaze, shrouded misery, energy crown, darkness forming, the abyssal gaze. I will make note of that. And this here. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Joy? What word do you feel describes this picture best? Mask, veiled, cyclops, jungle, prismatic, or shrouded? Prismatic. What do you think this picture is called? Mind's eye, force of depth, the masking, eye of chaos, a shining light. Shining light. I see. Now this one. How many pictures are there? What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Planetary, collide. Planetary? It reminds me of space. What do you think this picture is called? Girl seed, Mother Nature's gift, forming earth, we meet again, angelic touch. Forming earth? I don't know. How about this? What do you mean? Emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Anger. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Fury, torment, volcano, brimstone, shattered, fault. Fury. What do you think this picture is called? Arcing blaze, the world breaks, inferno gate, the shattering, rage incarnate. Inferno gate. That's interesting that you say that. How about this one here? How many pictures are there? What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Analyzing. What do you think this picture is called? Matrix Watcher. I'm choosing the ones that jump out at me. I'm trying not to think too hard about them. I will make note of that. Now this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Joy. What word do you feel describes this picture best? It's a womb! What do you think this picture is called? Birthplace of dreams. Interesting. Take a look at this. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? It reminds me of data, so don't ask why. I couldn't tell you. What do you think this picture is called? The crystal verse? I don't know. Huh. We're almost done. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture best? It's kind of like slime. What do you think this picture is called? The sludge. Interesting choice. Let's see here. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I mean... numb? I don't know, really. Numbness? It looks like a sword, kind of, to me. What do you think this picture is called? Solar blade. Alright then. Just a few more. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Chaos. It kind of makes me feel uneasy. What word do you feel describes this picture best? It looks like an eye. That's probably why I'm uneasy. What do you think this picture is called? Planar core. That's surprising. Almost finished. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Numbness. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Gaseous. What do you think this picture is called? Vaporous forms. Very good. Last one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Voice. What do you think this picture is called? I'm gonna have to go with the sound of silence. I think that about wraps it up. Your answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious they dwell, but I am not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that we have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. This next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. 1 year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays, so you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each one of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present for out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money all for themselves as they feel it was their ticket. How does this make you feel? Angry, they should share the prize. Jealous, I regret buying them a ticket. Happy, good for them, I'm glad they won. Indifferent, that's the way life goes sometimes. I have a specific person in mind, I'm not gonna say, but I feel like I'd be jealous. I would regret that I got them a ticket. Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Try to steal their ticket for myself, destroy their ticket so no one gets it, get them killed so I inherit the money, let them be happy with their winnings. I guess let them be happy. If the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? Yeah, I don't think I'd give them a fair cut, but they would get something. Now you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case there rests $1 million. Alongside the money there lies a bloodstained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? Scared, there's blood in there. Anxious, what if somebody comes for the money? Excited, I'm about to be rich. Indifferent, none of my business. Anxious. I feel like I'd be anxious. I'm anxious about everything. What would you wish to do in this situation? Grab the suitcase and run back to my car, take as much money as I could hold and leave the rest. Call the police and let them know about the suitcase, leave the suitcase alone and move along. It's covered in blood. I feel like there's something wrong. I'd probably call the police. As much as I would want the money, I feel like there's something amiss. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would it change your decision? Yes. Yes, it would. Interesting. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep. It tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what those bargains are yet. How does this make you feel? Scared, the devil is in my room. Suspicious, I don't think the devil truly exists. Intrigued, I wonder what he's willing to offer me. Angry, I want him out now. Suspicious, I don't think he exists. The devil goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe him to truly be the devil, he surely is. And to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. In that second, you could feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. Then he goes on to tell you of his offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul, if any? All the wealth and power in the world. You'll never age but can still die from physical injury. You can bring one person back from the dead. I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. This is hard. I don't want to not age, so that one's out. Because I don't want, because that sounds like immortality, and I don't want immortality. All the wealth and power in the world, that's material things, and I don't want power. The reason this is tough isn't the first two. Like those, I immediately rolled those out. It's this one that I'm having a tough time with. And the reason I'm having a tough time with that is I lost my brother in 2013, my eldest brother. I'd give anything to have him back, but I don't know if he would want to be back. That's why this is a hard one to answer. Because it would be selfish to bring him back if he didn't want to be here. I think for that reason alone, I have to choose that I would take the deal. As hard as that is. If the devil offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? It depends on what it is, but yeah. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest family and friends. How does this make you feel? Incredibly sad, I don't want the world to end. Excited, I've always fantasized about a zombie apocalypse. Scared, I don't know if I could survive for long. Indifferent, this is life now. Indifferent. It would be scary, but I also know that I couldn't survive for long in a zombie apocalypse, so I'm not really worried about that. If you knew that excuse me. Sorry. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now, and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Honestly, I don't think I would. Interesting. You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does this make you feel? Angry. I was promised that promotion. Jealous. That promotion should have been mine. Betrayed. I can't trust my own employer. Indifferent. Everything happens for a reason. I mean, you can't trust your employer anyway, but I'm gonna choose that one. You've already learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? Threaten to report my boss for fraud, quit my job and look for new employment, sabotage the new employee to get them fired. Nothing. You win some, you lose some. Threaten to report my boss, I guess. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? As a favor? I mean, I'd be lying to say that I wouldn't accept it, so I'm gonna say yes here. I would take the position because that was offered to me. It sucks. But that's the shitty world we live in. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen, and you turn around to realize that someone is watching you through the window in the darkness. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does that make you feel? Scared, where did they go? Anxious, I don't know what's about to happen. Secure, I'm ready to handle whatever is coming. Protective, I need my family to be okay. Protective. What do you think you'd do in this situation? Lock the doors and call the police, grab the nearest weapon in the house and prepare myself. Check to see if everyone in the house is safe. Run out of the house and go to the neighbors. I would check to see if everyone's safe. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not of a human being, would your answers change at all? No. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to a doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after to announce some grave news. Turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there's currently no cure for. This illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now you'll be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You will need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again, just being kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have the plug pulled when that happens? Pull the plug and let me die. I know it's my personal preference. I know that's not everybody's, but that's mine. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Spending it with my friends and family, pursuing all of my dreams I hadn't yet accomplished, making the world a better place while I can. I'd wallow in self-pity and probably want to die. I would spend it with friends and family. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life, or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? It doesn't really change anything for me. Noted. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since birth. 3 years has passed and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes, and you still haven't seen any trace of your 4-legged friend until one morning, you awaken to the sound of familiar barking. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He's named the beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy about your age, but he's back. Johnny has come back, and we're together again." Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple months prior to finding your dog. This dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is his old dog from his childhood, coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy, and well looked after, and you know that telling the old man that this really isn't his dog, and it's your dog, would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that this isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you? Or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily to play and go for walks? He's my neighbor, and as long as I can visit him, it would hurt like hell. But I'm gonna let him keep him. Does this story make you sad at all? Yes. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? Yes, I can. Next question. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer and you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Now, let's also say that you're given a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to two potential options and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plan to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process. Or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You are bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? I would stay with my friends and family. Do you think you have what it takes inside to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? No. Do you believe that this scenario is possible? No. If the situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? I would rather they stay with their family and friends. Next question. One night, you go to sleep and get good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television screen that says press play. So you oblige in the note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years, you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours, so each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is wiped entirely. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching this video every single day so you know what's going on and continue to progress your life, even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you had been, repeating the same day over and over again and living in ignorant bliss. Which would you choose to do? I would rather live happily but unknowing. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years even though they felt like it was for your own good? Yeah. If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? I would want them to know the truth to make the choice for themselves. I will take note of your answer. You've come to find through frantic digging in the attic and the reading of old files and newspapers that your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, a story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents once the trance had worn off that they repressed the memory of their parents' deaths, blocking it completely from their mind. 2 psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child to be a fully functional adult, while playing the role of the child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help the child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your parents? I want to say no, but I don't know for sure. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance at life? I feel like I would be, yeah. Would you feel betrayed by your parents? A bit, yeah. Would you confront your parents about the articles you found? I feel like I wouldn't. If you were in your parents' position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? If I had the means to, yeah. Interesting. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that's left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, combing through towns, and laying waste to any survivors in their paths. in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight, and in order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? I would go back to tell the colony. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so you could lead a new colony but exile the soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? No, I don't think I would. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion. If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker, but they refused to share with you and the colony, would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? Well, I exiled them. They keep what they found. I guess. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? Moral dilemmas abound from what I can gather. And you will answer clearly, crisp, and concise. Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most, or be abandoned by the person you love most? Be abandoned. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything but feel a deep personal bond with you? Stronger bond. Would you rather find $10,000 and keep it for yourself, or find $20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? Split. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? I don't cheat, so get cheated on, I guess. Would you rather get rich through illegal means, or be poor but live an honest life? I'm an honest person. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet, or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job, or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? Get fired. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling, or sleep with your best friend's partner? I don't have step-siblings. Is that a loophole? I don't have step-siblings. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die? Save my friend. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life, or rescue a starving child from a third world country? I've said it a few times. I'm disabled. I'm sorry. Free food for me, my friends, and family. Honestly. Would you rather be rich but without family, or poor but with family? Rich without family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? Steal from the wealthy and destroy it. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime, or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? Permanently move to a developing country. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit, or always 10 miles below the speed limit. Above. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? Never have sex, I guess. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make a full recovery, or you're addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? Be an alcoholic, I guess. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your family and friends die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? I'd rather go first. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both of your parents? My parents. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? I don't want to take other people's credit. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? What is with this developer and getting like punching nuns? I'd rather punch a nun, I guess. Would you rather lose all the money you've earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained this year? Lose all the money. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20 or immediately win 10? Guaranteed 10. Would you rather know how you die or when you'll die? How? Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater, or be deaf always? I mean, I don't go underwater, so yes, permanently deaf. I can learn sign language. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free, or have the best internet in the world for free but never leave your house? Never leave my home. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor? There's nothing saying that the snakes are deadly, so... Would you rather be the judge who sentenced people to death, or the executioner in charge of killing them? The judge. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? Demon. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone whom you're not even remotely attracted to but they find you incredibly attractive? I guess someone who's not attracted to me. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise, or a low-paying job that you love? Something that I love. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles home to get home? 1 mile. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket or have to grab 100 out of a public toilet? How clean's the public toilet? I'd rather the money that I have. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies but never read a book again? I'd take the movies. I really can't focus on books so much anymore. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything, or 2 hours early? 2 hours early. Would you rather find a dead body or be a witness to a deadly assault? Rather find the body. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what the future holds for you? Change my past. You have one really great friend or 100 mediocre friends. One great. Lose all your teeth or lose 1 day of your life every time you kissed someone. Lose all my teeth. Rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery. I guess see my worst enemy, because at least then someone's life is being changed. Would you rather find true love or hate your dream job? Find true love? Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind? Pause. Drown to death in gasoline or boiled to death in water? Ooh. Guess drown in gasoline. Make a new friend every day, or get 100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again. The money. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? I would save family. Would you rather be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have to hurt everyone you care about but they'll never find out it was you? I guess be hated for what I didn't do. Sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone you know has many incurable STDs. Your worst enemy. Eat only food you don't like or give up all liquids except water. Liquids. Always listen to music at max volume or listen to music just above the lowest volume. I guess very low. I don't like loud music. Would you rather meet your hero and find out they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? Never meet. I don't have a hero, so. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life or never have friends? I need my pets. Live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will be in excruciating pain. Well, I already live in excruciating pain, so what difference does that make? Thank you for answering my questions, but we are not done yet. Or we have made it through many categories except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn of all your love and bathe in all your hate. So one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have, the last examination. Take your time, do think hard, savor every moment dearly. For when I'm finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Destructive. Curious. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? Yes. Have you ever hurt someone whom you didn't deserve it? Yeah. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes, I have a bad temper. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? No. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? No. Have you ever stolen something from someone you cared about? No. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? No. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? No. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? Yes. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? Yes. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yeah. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? Yes. Do you ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Yes. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? All the time. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel you've been wrong? Yes. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decision making too much? Yeah. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? No, I'm pretty honest. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? No. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? Yeah. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? Yeah. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? No. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? Yeah. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? I don't have potential, but I'm gonna say no. Do you ever let your fears stop you from pursuing things that you truly want all the time? Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid you would fail? Yeah. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Yes. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Yeah. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? No? Do you feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? No? Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? Yes. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you don't want to go? Yes. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? Yes. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? I don't think so. You sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong. Sometimes. You ever place the blame on your personal failures on someone or something else? Not that I think. Not that I can think of. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? Yeah, I guess. Have you ever had sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone whom you know you shouldn't have had? Don't think so. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? Yes, I have. You ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? Yes. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? Not intentionally, I don't think so. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? No. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? Yes, all the time. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? Yeah. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life and what you don't have rather than being grateful what you do? Yeah. Have you ever witnessed someone being wrong but didn't have the courage to stand up? Yes. And finally, do you feel like you're a good person? No. Very interesting. That concludes the ending of your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answers very carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I was prepared to tell you of your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I'm forever shackled to the truth. From what I conduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me. In return, I shall share this with you. This is what I see. Interesting, very interesting. I don't know if you know this or not, but you were incredibly talented. You said this in the last one. I still don't believe you. And when I say talented, I don't mean in just simple generic way. I mean you have a lot to offer the world with your ability. This is the same as last time. Now, I think you know deep down what sort of talents you possess, but I don't think you're doing enough to make the world a better place by utilizing these talents to their maximum potential. Literally word for word, the same thing you said. I think that you know that as well. My advice to you would be to spend more time with others, whether it's with your friends, family, or even random strangers, and use what you're good at to teach them a little of what you know. If you just want to take more time to help other people who aren't nearly as special as you are, and let's be honest, not everyone is created equal. This is the same thing. Literally the same as the previous test. One day they'll return the favor when you least expect it. They will remember that you spent time on them and how you made them feel, and you'll be heavily rewarded for your emotional investment in them. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life. Going forward, I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is skilled. Remember this word. This will come in handy. If you received an ending that you've already received before from previous examinations, remember we did not ask your secret words prior to taking this test, so that should be very telling. It means something very special. If your result was the same as something you've got previously, you would like to add the phrase twin worlds to your next secret word in the comments. Or twin words, sorry. If you receive an entirely new outcome, then that means you've got multiple layers of things to work on in your journey, or you may just have an extra layer of depth to your personality. But only you will know the answer to that. You've answered hundreds of questions, you've found deeper meanings. You've been enlightened and you've helped others find enlightenment. Maybe people have wondered just what the test series is truly about. But it's simple. The answer is always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflection in your darkened screen, the one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks answers. More than being about the answers, the test is so about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're human, just as humans see everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all the secret words that you've been left in the comments, or that have been left in the comments. Look at all those thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. That's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other, and we are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end. And that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an endemic. We are losing loved ones before their time, and any one of us can fall on the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. The one thing we are not is alone. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. Perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, just as you'd wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. We are all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say their lives are forever changed, and I'll tell you one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting, and every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you help spread the message out to others. You help spread a positive light in a very dark time for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There's so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We've all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? We were brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you by not only placing your name in the credits at the end of the game so the world knows of your good deeds and spreading the word participating, but we've also got another surprise for you. Everyone who has left a comment on our titles and continues to do so in the future titles will be put in the credits of our new massive project that we've been working on. But that's not the good part. We will also be going through and selecting names from those who leave comments on all of our titles and putting the names right into the actual game and storyline, whether it be a special item, a piece of the lore, or a character named after them, and much more. You've contributed your time and energy and helped others in need. We want to make sure you're commemorated for your efforts and get the admiration you deserve. Now, as far as your secret words go, your secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You will plug your secret words into different parts of your journey when they are requested of you, and they will alter the game in a way uniquely set for your specific words. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. This is an RPG that focuses on every human emotion and decisions we make and how those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out in the future for our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all our titles will be represented with a storyline, and the world will get to see how they all tie in together. You helped shape it, you helped make it what it is. We'll be sure to continue to add more and more players into the lore and gameplay as we read more and more comments left on our titles all the way up until its official release. And again, to commemorate those who participated across all of our titles, we will be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us and everything you continue to do for the world. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment left for us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do, thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. If any of these games save even one life, it was all worth it, and that means that you're part of that. You're part of saving someone's life. Most people will live their entire lives never having done something special like that. Even if you didn't particularly find anything useful yourself from the test series, just by you spreading the word, you've helped others who do find something beneficial from the series who could really use that help at the time of need, shown in the plethora of positive and inspirational comments left on the series as a whole. So thank you for spreading the word and helping so many people who truly need it. Some people will go their entire lives living selfishly, never lifting a finger to help someone else unless it personally benefits them. I'm sure you've met some people like that in your lifetime, and that's okay. There's a place for all types of people in the world. We need people like that to create balance. We need the selfish with the selfless. We need the good with the bad. We need the happiness with the sadness. We need it all in order to appreciate what we have and what we don't have. These games have helped a lot of people, and that means you've helped people. If you've left a comment, you were a part of this. If you continue to leave comments, you continue to be part of this. If you've shared this, you've helped someone. If you don't believe me, take a look for yourself and read some of the words people have left for the rest of the world to see. Look at the joy and positivity you've helped spread throughout the world in such a dark time where people are sick and dying. People are separated by both difference and indifference. One thing we all have in common is that we're all human inside. It doesn't matter where we come from, how we grew up, or what we've been through, what our opinions and preferences are, what we enjoy, what we dislike, how we judge and are judged. In the end, we're all human. We all feel. We all have the same thoughts, the same feelings, same emotions, and each and every person living amongst us has their own lives. Each person is the center of their own universe. Every individual has their own family, their own friends, their own circle. They mean something to the world. They mean something to someone, even if they don't feel like it, they do. Trust me, you do. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for encouraging other people to be part of this. Thank you for spreading something so uniting with such a divisive world. Thank you for opening up your heart and your mind in order to create acceptance, not only for everyone else, but for yourself as well. Even in our differences, we aren't so different after all, and we're all in this world together. Let's make it a happy stay for everyone. That was a lot to read very quickly. We'd also like to give a very special shout out to Markiplier and his community for supporting us through our other titles. It really meant so much to us as lifetime fans, and the amount of joy you bring to this world through your content and community support is second to none. Thank you for being you, and we really hope you get to punch a nut at some point in the near future. We want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and may your life be flooded with happiness you deserve. I missed that because I was holding the click. Okay, if you enjoyed what the test trilogy had to offer, then we truly believe that you'll love the playstyle of the testing chamber, as it takes everything that its predecessors offered and it amplifies the experience to an unprecedented degree. We genuinely hope you'll give the testing chamber a chance, and we've spent countless hours of passionate development making it what it is, and we hope after playing it, it means as much to you as it does to us. In the meantime, we would like to recommend our title called The Advisor. Okay. I have a few things to look up. Hold on. I need to see if I have The Advisor. I do have The Advisor, episode 1. I don't know what more there is, but we have that. And then let me look. It's Chasing Demons. Yeah. Oh, it's not out yet. Alright, we're adding that to our wish list. That's interesting. I honestly kind of thought it was going to be out. There's not even a planned release date yet. It looks cool though. That'll be interesting. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. I look forward to that. Cool. Thank you for listening to us pour our hearts out about our passion projects. We put a lot of time and effort into what we build, and we just want the same thing that everyone else wants in life, a chance. That being said, keep hold of your secret words. You're gonna need them for when you're chasing demons. That's clever. I will peel the truth from your flesh like petals from a blackened rose. She loves me. I feel like I shouldn't be here in the middle. We're just gonna do this real quick. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please. I beg of you. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. What is happening? She will never love a monster like you. So let her choice take its toll. And in her cell, may she rot.